women, and you, of course, are Helen's family, on different topical issues that is plaguing, the I don't know the country, mainly on women issues, because that we stand for all things women, the vulnerable people, children. Yes, that one, and then other matters can come in. Joining me today is Susan and Buki Femi Ajala. Good morning, Susan. It's so good to see you this morning. You did not check on me, because Rose is back. I'm looking at you.
Oh, good morning for me. Good morning, Buki. Couldn't go home. I wanted to go home and see my parents, but our compound is flooded. So I had to yes. So even my parents, they use rain boots within the compound. So there's no way I'm going to roll my chair in that kind of water with green mosses all around. So the best thing was for me to come back. And then I missed my flight. Epis takes extra money, and they delayed us and they did not compensate us. That is very wrong. What? Hey, it's the last Monday, Jeremy. Let's go there, Jare.
Good morning, Buki. How are you this morning?
Yes, I was just waiting for Susan, because you did not tell us the Amala part and the Begiri part and the Abula part. You did not tell us that one, but we know, shall we know?
I enjoyed correct Ibadan.
So we understand that flow, and I'm happy you did that, because I did my BSc and my master's in Ibadan, so I know some joints that is correct. One, and then the correct Begiri, everything set. Well, we want to thank God. Kudos to Ibadan. That is where my mama come from, but kudos to them. All right. So yes, thank God for that. For the weekend. Yeah, the weekend was good. I'm a student now. Citadel School of Governance. Just to build capacity in public leadership. So exciting times. And then Sunday went to church, to thank God and to just commit the week into God's hands. And yeah, I'm fine. And I know you are. Well, we actually missed you, and we mentioned it, as long as you are still in WFM, we will still be. Even those have gone that, they walk up past WFM, and we are still in contact, so yeah.
Good morning, yeah, she just joined. Good morning, Widabo. You're looking like First Lady. No. I don't mean First Lady. You're looking like Madam President this morning.
Okay, now. I was wondering. I said, even about this morning, you get us a view. Maybe should they go for one conference, to represent women, globally, globally.
How are you this morning, Ibadaba? It's good to see you.
Yeah, good morning Good morning, Buki FA. Good morning, Susan. Good morning to all our valued listeners. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been great. I attended a function, and there was this big school that just commissioned their sport arena. So I was a guest, a special guest, and I played football and I scored. Emma worry, my son any clips. So I had a beautiful weekend, and I've always said it. I deliberately make sure that I enjoy my weekend, because life has no duplicate. Whatever you are going through, you're not the only one. There are people going through worse situation than yours. So if you are going to allow yours to drown you, it's unfortunate. I'm not allowing anything to drown me at all.
I love it.
I must rise above it. Man no die, man no rotten. That is my belief. So, and I heard Buki talking about Amala.
What's the one you heard, though?
Say, I had a program in UI then years ago. So my first time in Ibadan, my friend who was already a student there took me to a place because the program had to do with NTA. So they took us to a place where it was barely 16 years. They took us to a place where we ate amala. I was saying amala, amala. They took us to the place and we ate amala. And the place, they call the place Yemetu, Yemetu Kombi. I can't forget. And we had good amala there. And yeah, we are here. So sometimes I drive. Do you know that there was time I was pregnant, heavily pregnant, and I insisted that they should drive me to it, but I wanted to eat amala. Serious,
Wow.
eh, serious craving, and I was obliged. I went there. After I ate the amala, everybody said, "So, are you okay now?" So
Wow.
amala is good. It's very fluffy.
All right. Okay, ladies. You had a great and a full weekend. Okay. I love it. All right, let's go into the first headline. The first one is on the egg donation scam that's running. I mean, egg donation fraud is not a new phenomenon. It's been existing since actually, I like the concept of wanting to donate your eggs, especially for women who are dealing with infertility. But as always, like everything good, there's always uh the part where people want to take advantage of it, and not just human beings, but where you see organizations also, taking advantage of it. Also, you know, it turns into a whole fraudulent situation, a scam. And Nigeria, of course, now we know they carry last for this kind of thing. So a lady had come out he had cried out saying that her friend had said she had gone for egg donation she was supposed to get paid, but then found out that she was bleeding afterward, and then she found out that her eggs had been harvested. The hospital told her that her eggs were no good, but then she found out that her eggs were harvested, and she was given hormonal injections and things like that. Now, there's been conflicting responses because people who understand the process of how egg retrieval should be done had said, well, there are gaps in this story because you're supposed to, before that part, but that's not even really my focus. I think my focus is, where do we get a break in all of this? Like I mentioned, especially for women, maybe you have infertility, IVF, your eggs can be taken, especially when you're past, a certain age where your eggs are no longer viable, or maybe you can't even have a baby for yourself. You want to go through the path of surrogacy this time around. They need to get egg donation. But where do we strike a balance with this thing? Because it's becoming, this is not the first time I'm seeing this story. And I'm sure this is not the first time that you're seeing this story as well. But where do we now begin to bridge a gap, bridge a balance between this thing, turning everything, I don't know, everything good, or not, let me not say everything good, things that health advancements into scam, into fraud? How do we strike that balance? Ibn Abel, do you want to go first? You are muted, Ibn Abel.
When what came to mind was that it is important that we make very wise and logical decisions.
Mm,
It's important that we are informed, understand the advantages and disadvantages of what you are trying to do or what you are going in for. Make sure that, I mean, your health, your life is put ahead of the financial gains, because most times what you get is people tend to look at, what am I gaining from this?
yeah.
What are the gains? That kind of a thing, and they're not looking at the other side of it. And of course, because of lack of track of what's it called, registries, you
Mhm.
understand, there isn't much information on the side effect. The side effect, which I got to know about, were just things that you would experience if you normally have painful menstrual period. So, but I know that when you're dealing with inside, we are talking about infection. We're
Mhm.
talking about, could be allergic to whatever they're going to inject there. Because I remember when I had a particular baby of mine, I was sutured. So I think I had an infection and I was taken back to the hospital. and I was given an injection of penicillin and what. And at the end of the day, I came down with a reaction.
Mm.
Taken back to the hospital, and I was told that I was allergic to something, maybe a penicillin or something, because I had rashes on my body, and I was treated, okay, and I became fine and all of that. So my question is there any form of post, we talk about postnatal, form of post egg donation treatment?
Mm.
I don't think they discussed that. Is there anything like post egg donation treatment? Because when this lady said that, yes, there are gaps in the story, like you rightly mentioned, but because it wasn't her story, she could only make do with the information she was given. Because from what I got to understand, after egg donation, though on a very rare case, that you can have spotting. That is, when you are just not the major flow of blood from that side, but
Yeah.
stains here and there on your undies and everything, and it goes on for maybe 1 or 2 days. It's not something that should be alarming or whatever. So you see, what I want to advise is this: irrespective of your desperation, always discuss the potential risk, discuss the risk and other side effects, so that you there is need for, since this thing has become a thing that almost everybody wants to be part of,
Yeah.
especially students who probably there is need, of course, students with extra cash and all of that. So if you need that extra cash, if you want to donate your egg, please ask questions.
Yeah.
Your potential risk. Let them to know more about your biological story. And they ask, there are some people that they have certain medical issue. It's not so
Yeah.
terrible, but yeah, discuss it so that eventually it will have anything. There's going to be an aftermath. There's going to be a problem. There's going to be a post egg donation problem. Then again, like you rightly said, whatever comes to this country, there's a measure of abuse, always a measure
Yeah.
of abuse to play, and that is very bad because there will always be rare cases. I was reading something, somebody was telling me about a post egg donation issue that could even affect your womb if not, detected on time. So I just want to plead with everyone, both the medical practitioners and the egg donors, that
Yeah.
please ask relevant questions. And the practitioners should please give proper expatiate on everything so that the person knows exactly, apart from the money gain, the monetary gains that they are going to, that you are looking forward to, what are there other situations that you should look out for? Is imperative. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ibinaba, for that. Susan, I would like you to speak on, I don't know, this, everybody's trying to make money right now. That's what it seems like. And it seems like young people, and we have talked about this as well, where young people don't want to go through the rudiment of actually